Alright folks, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Sure it is good to see you. Hope you've all been having a good weekend. And it's time for the final, isn't it? Over in Miami. What a match this should be. It's all to play for today. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? There can only be one. Before we touch on this, like the video if you would, get yourself subscribed to the channel if you're not. I did say we could hit 750 by the end of the week. I'd be very happy with that, but we've managed to get a fair, decent chunk over that. So well done to you, folks. I appreciate each and every one of you. Looks like we're going to be pushing on 800 for the next couple of tournaments. So, and while we're speaking of next tournaments, we've got another 3 that start tomorrow. So stick your notifications on. As I always say, we don't stop over here. Whenever there's tennis, that's where we're at. Houston, Marrakesh, and one more, Romania, maybe Bucharest, somewhere like that. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on it, but clay season is most definitely upon us, folks. We get this one out the way and then we're over on the dirt for a couple of months, so let's make the most of this one, eh? 6 in a row. Say something about that, folks. 6 in a row. You had Djokovic minus the points. Yeah, or well, minus the games. We're talking about tennis, aren't we? He absolutely destroyed Grigor Dimitrov. It was such a shame to watch because, as I always say, I love Dimitrov, and it's just the way he went out like that, man. It was just it's not great to watch. Great stuff from Djokovic. I mean, what can you say about that, folks? What can you say? Absolute domination. And then Jakub Mensik as well, getting past Taylor Fritz. Hands up. You had Jakub Mensik getting to the final of the Miami Open. Absolutely nobody, that's right. If you say you did, you're a liar. I doubt anyone even came close to considering Jakub Mensik reaching this final, but yeah, here he stands, and you can't take it away from him. You look at the results he's had. Could say luck, there's a little bit of luck sprinkled in there, but let's be real, to get to a final of any of these Masters, you've got to have a little bit of luck going your way, have you not? But yeah, folks, as you may or may not have guessed, we have got Djokovic and Mensik today. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? I've got an idea who it might be. I imagine you don't need me to tell you that. These played each other once before. That was over in Shanghai last year. Tie break in the first for Jakub Mensik, and then Djokovic came back and done what Djokovic does in the second and third. 6-1, 6-4. Nicely done. Been impressed with both of these, I won't lie to you. I haven't watched a lot of the Mensik games. I didn't watch the Mahatch game because they didn't play. I didn't watch the Artifice game because Artifice pretty much had nothing left in the tank going into that one. But the Taylor Fritz game was very, very good. I was very impressed in the service games against Taylor Fritz, but Taylor Fritz had just played a very, very grueling match with Matteo Berrettini the day before, so how much you want to take from that, I'm not too sure. The head-to-head is one apiece now between Mensik and Taylor Fritz. Fritz beat him a couple years ago in the US Open, and he absolutely drilled him as well. 6-1, 6-2, and then bageled him. That is a lot different from a tie-break in the first, 6-4, and then a tie-break in the third. Improvements from Mensik, undoubtedly. A rather depleted version of Taylor Fritz, I'd be willing to say, yeah. And it was the same with Artifice as well. Same with Artifice with the game against Zverev and then having to play against Mensik. It was more of the same, was it not? Tiebreaker in the first, and then 6-1 in the second, yeah. I don't know. Taylor Fritz put up a lot of a tougher fight than Artifice, so I'll give him that, but Jakub Mensik just too solid in them tiebreaks. I think he's won every tiebreak he's played this week as well. Don't quote me on it, he's played about 6 or 7. Has he played 7? I don't know, it's irrelevant. Well, it's not irrelevant, but it doesn't really matter the exact number, but the point being he's won every tiebreak so far this week. Very, very impressive. I am impressed with that. He's only dropped the one set as well, as Jakub Mensik, as we mentioned in yesterday's one. Well, not yesterday's, the day before. He dropped that set to Bautista Agut in the first day, and then I don't know, I kind of got mixed signals from that result, but then, you can't fault him going forward. He absolutely didn't smoke Jack Draper, but he made Jack Draper look bang average. Same against Roman Safuel, he looked decent against him. Didn't play against Mahatch, played against a very tired Artifice, and then if you want to say he played against a tired Taylor Fritz, then be my guest. But I don't know. I mean, a third set tiebreak. What do I always say, folks? That's what I call entering God's hands. There's nothing you can do in a third set tiebreak. You've just got to sit and wait. It could go either way. Touching on Djokovic though, now I know we said the first couple of games we weren't really impressed. Not that we didn't take anything from the wins, but the caliber of opponents. I mean, if he'd bagel, well, if he'd double bageled the pair of them, we wouldn't have been surprised. Like Dinky, Ugo Carabelli, a lot of people writ him off. A lot of people had written this guy off against Musetti, and he just fisted him. He just fisted him up, something fierce, and then the game after that, more of the same against Sebastian Korda. A lot of people, Korda for a set, Korda on the points, Korda's going to take advantage of this and that. Korda didn't do shit. Korda didn't do shit. Now, you might say, it was a close one, this and that. Was it really? Was it really? I mean, I know people have said Djokovic tends to lose a little bit of focus in the second set. He does, but I'll be honest, I was never in doubt that he was going to lose that game 6-3 and then 7-6 in the second. A little bit more resistance from Korda than Musetti, but like I say, it doesn't matter anymore because he just fucking ate him up. Light work. And then coming up against Dimitrov, I think Dimitrov would have beat Musetti and Korda, if I'm being honest. It's written in the stars now, isn't it, folks? I mean, Dimitrov, if you didn't know by now, surely you do. This is the worst matchup for Dimitrov. Such a bad spot for Dimitrov to be in this against Djokovic. 14-1 now. That's ridiculous. I just wouldn't play him. If that was me and I'd played someone that many times, 15 times I'd played them over my career and I'd beat them once, and I've never really come close to beating them ever again, I just wouldn't. I'd just say, I'm not playing him anymore, mate, fucking give me someone else. He's been fantastic, I think. Look, you don't need me to tell you this either. I think Djokovic has just been the best all tournament. He's been the best all tournament. His baseline game's been shit hot. His movements has been fucking, considering the question marks are always around, the fitness and the movements and whatnot, he's looked absolutely fantastic. This is what it's going to come down to. And question one: how's Mensah going to hold up after a game against Taylor Fritz? Like he's cruised through every game, but that was a very, very tough one. Before facing Djokovic, that could definitely play a part. So, how much has Mensah got left coming into this? 2. Can Mensah stand behind that serve just the same as he's done all week? Because if so, that the story still stands, doesn't it? Folks have said all week there's enough 3 points behind that serve of Mensah for him to at least cover the spread or at least keep it close on the day. That's a fact, but knowing it and then being able to do it are two completely different things. I'm just going through the list of players, like the list that he's went through where, like Safuel and No Mahatch, Artifice and Taylor. None of these have been returning like Djokovic. The return game of Djokovic is fantastic. It really is. I had a feeling Mensah could beat Taylor Fritz. I did say, didn't I? Plus the points or plus a set. I didn't bet on it myself. I wish I did, but I'm not so certain he wins this one. I'm not. I can't see him doing what Riley Opelka done at the start of the season and just smacking Djokovic off the court. I feel like if Djokovic, it should only take a short while for him to wrap around that first serve, and when he does, I fear it may be curtains for young Mensah. I don't know. We'll wait and see, won't we? What's the total? Anyone know the total? I'd stay away from that. I'm not really a total guy. That spread's the exact same again, folks. -3.5 games. Now, I don't know what to do with this one. Will it be in the final at the Miami Open? I'm on one hell of a heater. I'm just going to have a sprinkle on this one. And let's see if we can ride the streak into next week. But the way it's looking right now, I'm probably just going to go Djokovic minus the 3.5 once again. I feel like even if Jakub Mensah comes close and does steal a tiebreaker, if Djokovic goes on to win that game, I'm expecting a couple breaks of serve here and there. I really am. The return game is miles above Mensah's level, miles above it. Like I say, it could come to today, and then we watch it and we go, oh my god, Mensah's serve just too good, he couldn't do anything against it. But I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. He served well all week. All he needs to do is serve well here, and he's got a very, very good chance of beating Djokovic. But apart from the serve, I don't see where else, which other areas on the court he's going to be able to beat this guy at. Not the way Djokovic is playing. That's just my opinion, folks. As always, let me know what you're going for. Best bets, anything like that. I forgot to mention the other day, but baseball season has started, and I am very, very happy about that. So, any MLB picks, any baseball folks in there, make yourself known. I love me some baseball. I really do. Very well, then, folks. That's going to do us. That's going to do us and wrap us up for Miami. It's been a pleasure talking to you all week. Hey, we've done good, have we not? We've done very, very well. I've missed the first couple of days because I was still over on holiday. Come back, I think it was day 4. Day 4, had Draper, unbait, shat the bed, in the bin. Don't worry about it. We have not come close to losing ever since. Let's try and make it 7. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go for it, folks. Best of luck to you, yeah? Have yourselves a good Sunday. Take it easy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Until next time, yeah? Let's go get that cash again. Enjoy the match. Enjoy the final, more specifically. And I'll see you tomorrow. In fact, I'll see you tonight. I'll be doing tomorrow's video tonight. So stick your notifications on. And I'll see you soon.